Okay, in this video I'm going to demo how to install one of the blogs on a subdomain. It's exactly the same process, it's just that when you're installing on a subdomain or subfolder, the URL is going to be slightly different, but you're still, because you're installing another blog, you still need to create a database and upload the two appropriate files, importbuddy.php and whichever blog you're installing in this example on a subdomain. So I've tried to save a little bit of time by pre-installing pre-uploading the import buddy and zip file of the blog, but what I'm going to do is, if I go to subdomains, you can see I've created a yoga subdomain, but like say you wanted to install the blood pressure blog on a subdomain, you would just, under subdomains, you would type the name you want to give your subdomain and click create. And then you can see here, blood pressure dot, and then your URL. Okay, so I'm installing the yoga blog, so I'm going to go ahead and remove the blood pressure blog and delete that. So, okay, so I've got the yoga dot make cash with paid surveys.info. Let's go back to home. If I go to my file manager and I just reload, you can see that. Actually, let's get rid of that because that should have been deleted, but we don't need the blood pressure. But you can see the yoga folder has been created inside my main root domain, main root folder, public HTML. Okay, so yoga's there. Anyway, let's go back and create a quick database. I could have done this too just to save time. Okay, so I might call this something like yoga B for yoga blog. 5 characters is what I do. Create database. I want to grab this information again because that's our database name. Copy and paste that there, and go back and create maybe yoga B12, whatever you want to call it. Password, I'm going to use the same password as before because it doesn't really matter. I want to make sure all those green tick marks are, all those icons are green tick marks. Click create user. And then, okay, so we need this use database username. Copy that, paste that there. I've already got my password. Go back, and then again, this is important. You want to add the user to the database. So in this case, it's yoga B12 is the user to the yoga B database. Okay, click add, select all privileges, click make changes, and then go back. Okay, so our user's been added to our database. Now, like I said, I've already installed the import buddy and the yoga blog. You can see there it says yoga zip file. So now I'm going to open up a new browser, and this time it's going to be yoga dot make cache with paid surveys.info / import buddy.php. Okay, so that's the only real difference when you're installing on a subdomain. If I was installing this on a subfolder, I would have something like my URL and then / yoga / import buddy, because this would be the folder I'm installing it in. But for this demo purpose, it's on a subdomain, which is yoga dot my URL. Okay, so click enter. And then we're just going to go through that same 7-step process again. So you can see it's exactly the same. It's just your URL is slightly different, but you're still creating a database, and you're still installing the import buddy and zip file for that particular blog. Okay, so I need my database name, my database user, and I need my password. Okay, click next step. Step 5 of 7 is done, 6 of 7 done, and delete import and migration files. Now, if I delete the import buddy.php bit up in the browser, and I click enter, we'll be taken to the yoga blog. So again, the main thing is brand new database, and making sure that you upload the appropriate files and you go to the correct URL in your browser, and then / import buddy, and it's the exact same process as the first installation video I showed you. Alright, I hope that helps.